Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 2 of NRLOA IROC I. We are here at the Talladega Super Speedway for a 19-lap event around this 2.66 mile Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama. It should be a good one like the opener was at Daytona, and it's going to be very interesting to see how everything shapes up at the end of this race. After this, we'll be halfway through the NRLOA IROC I season. It's not really a season, there's only 4 races. I'm actually considering it a special event. But anyways, let's get to the starting lineup. We got Jesse Turner starting on the pole in the number 5. Alongside him, it's Adam Brown, Cameron Gaju, Nathan Stapleton, Max Titan, Tristan Walker, Raja Caruth, Cameron Garlington, Hergel Arvin Alonso, Tyler Selzman, Eric Almenart, and the guy who won the last race here in IROC I, Austin Spencer. He is right now the points leader with 21 points in the points lead. Of course, you can figure out the points system by looking at the end of the race that was uploaded on Monday at Daytona, and how the points were at the end of that race. That's how the points will be for every race, because kind of can figure that out. But anyways, let's get this race started. And all 12 drivers are rolling off just okay, so that's great. So it is the Season 2 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion Jesse Turner driving the number 5, starting on the pole here at Talladega. And alongside him, it's Adam Brown in the number 6. This is the last, well, actually no, if you want to count Indianapolis as a super speedway, but this is the last restricted plate track we are racing at in NRLOA IROC I this season. After this race, we will have Chicagoland and Indianapolis, and then that's it. And we crown a champion from those 4 races. It's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out. I don't really have much to talk about in this series, so that's why I'm not making any sense. I'm trying to find things to talk about, and I'm not doing a good job at it. But the race is beginning, and that should help. Here we go. Turner, Brown, we are green flag racing at Talladega. "19 laps of action here. Just 1 lap shorter than the race at Daytona, but of course this is a longer track, racing the same amount of miles. Stapleton to the inside. We're going to see a lot of passing here today. The inside lane is going to be the place to be. You got Max Titan here on this inside. Cameron Garlington in the 8. Here comes Stapleton in the 12 to the inside of Jesse Turner. So for the lead on the first lap, Nathan Stapleton in the number 12, taking the lead from Jesse Turner. Will Max Titan strike? Entering the tri-oval, he will. Titan to the inside of Stapleton, and Max Titan will lead the first lap of action here at Talladega. Cameron Garlington on this inside, the Season 3 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. Tyler Selzman, the IndyCar Series champion on this inside. And here's our last winner, Austin Spencer. If he can make it 2 in a row, that would greatly put him... that would put him in a great place, and he would have a great shot at winning the IROC Championship, which is pretty big because, you know, these are all the champions, well, most of the champions from this season. All these drivers in the field have won championships on Napa Fan, let's just say that. To win a championship against all those other champions is pretty big. So, yeah. I'm telling you guys, this series didn't really have much planning. There isn't much to talk about, and I'm just failing right now. I'm sorry. I'll get better as we get into some series here. I have more things to talk about than this. I'm just not prepared for it, and I still have this cold, so yeah. Selzman to the inside of Titan, I think. That is Titan, right? Yeah, Titan now falling back in the number 10. Here comes Eric Almenart, who started in last place to the front of the field. Hergel Arvin Alonso, the HERS Elimination Series champion for season number 1. Is going to steal the lead from Almenart and lead lap number 3. Here comes Cameron Gaju in the number 3. The season 2 Napa Truck Series champion. And basically, like Daytona, this is one of those races where it doesn't really mean anything until the last lap, because basically, you know, we're going to be flipping positions so much throughout this race. I mean, already we've seen Austin Spencer go from the back to the front to the back, and we're only 4 laps in. We're going to be doing a lot of that, and basically we'll just, you know, come down to that final lap. Whatever happens on the final lap is what's going to determine the outcome of this race. The other 18 laps don't really count. Unless you crash. We did have a crash at Daytona. But anyways, Jesse Turner to the inside of Sergio Larvin Alonso for the lead now. Here comes Nathan Stapleton. Stapleton started third. Turner started on the pole. And looks like the first lap here once again when Turner and Stapleton were battling for the lead back then. They've already gone to the back and moved their way back up front. Here comes Garlington in the 8 now, to the inside of Stapleton and Turner. It's really hard to keep your car out front here at Talladega, because it is very easy to get stuck on the outside. And it looks like we're going 4 wide. Oh, you gotta be careful here. They're going to fan it back down the 3 wide. You see Turner there, he was in the lead the last lap. He has fallen back to 12th, and there are only 12 cars in the field. That's how easy it is to fall to the end of the field here at Talladega. You got to be careful. Selzman out front right now. Raja Caruth, first time we've seen him up front, but he's going to stay on the inside, and he has a shot at taking the lead from Selzman. Adam Brown almost got to the inside of him there, but he didn't. And we're now 2 wide through the whole field. Well, actually, we're single file throughout the first. It changes so much, there's no use even saying it, because by the time I'm done saying it, it's different from when I was trying to say. Tyler Selzman going to lead lap number 6 here at Talladega. Here comes Adam Brown in the 6 to the inside of the 7 of Tyler Selzman. Here comes the 11 of Tristan Walker. The first time we've seen him up front here today. The Season 2 Napa Truck Series champion has the Season 1 Napa Truck Series champion, Cameron Gaggi, right behind him. Gaggi's going to force it 3 wide, heading into turn 3. And here's Turner once again, back to the inside, and Stapleton. It is very possible that we could get every single driver at least in the lead at one point throughout this race. Not necessarily every driver will lead a lap, but like we have about 3 or 4 different leaders each lap. So I think we're going to get every driver to at least be out front at one point in this race. That's what happens when you only have 12 cars on the track and a super speedway where they pass like crazy. And a decently long race. 19 laps is pretty long. I mean, that would be the normal length of a Cup Series race if we raced 10%. But we raced 15% in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. If this was the Ortho Cup Series, this would be a normal length race, but it's not. It's the IROC Series. But still, this is normal length for IROC, because this is the first time we've done IROC, and this is how it will always be. This is how it should always be. I don't even know how you guys keep up with me, or put up with me. I just don't know. You guys are awesome because you can do that. Anybody that can put up with me deserves a milkshake. You know? I'm sorry. Almenard out front in the number 4. Looks like he's going to be able to keep the lead heading into turn 3. And here comes Austin Spencer underneath of Max Titan and Cameron Garlington. The positions change here so much. There's not really much to talk about. It's the same thing over and over again. We have a lot of passing, but it's almost way too much, you know? That's why I like Daytona. At Daytona, we can have both of the lanes kind of run evenly, and that kind of reduces the amount of passing we can have. Here, only the inside lane will work. The outside lane will not work. And that just creates big amounts of lead changes. We'll probably end up having more lead changes than there are laps in this race, you know? I mean, yeah, we will, because we have, like, 2 or 3 lead changes each lap. It's just unbelievable. We are halfway through this race now. Here comes Cameron Gaggi in the 3. Jesse Turner, Nathan Stapleton. Now, Turner and Stapleton have been, you know, helping each other. They've been, nose to tail basically this whole time. I mean, every time Turner gets up here, Stapleton is right behind him. Stapleton's now going to go for the lead underneath of Turner and Gaju. Behind him, he has Hairgel, Arvin Alonso. We got Max Titan on the inside and Eric Almenard on the inside. That doesn't really mean anything. Alonso trying to get a run on the inside, but it looks like Max Titan is going to force it 3 wide for the lead. It's something how that can happen, I mean, you would be like 5th place or something, 3rd in line on the inside, and you can force it 3 wide for the lead into a corner. And Max Titan, he isn't even going to lead this lap. Here comes Eric Almenhart in the number 4. Almenhart will lead this lap. I tell you, we had like 4 guys out front on that lap. It started with Stapleton, then Alonso, then Max Titan, but in the end it was Eric Almenhart who led it. That's what's going to happen on the final lap. It's going to be a very interesting final lap here at Talladega. And basically, these are just wildcard races. Because, it doesn't matter where you start at a track like this. As long as you're racing and you're in the lead draft, you have a shot at winning. It's just an even amount of shot, as even of a shot as everybody else you're racing with. It just comes down to that last lap. And if you're in the right place, you're going to win. But it takes some skill to be in the right place. Actually, it takes more luck to be in the right place here at Talladega, because this one it takes skill to be racing, side by side at 100 or plus 200 miles per hour, this fast and how close they are. It takes skill to do that, but it takes luck to win here at Talladega. You don't skillfully win at Talladega. That's just not possible. At least in NR 2003, it's not possible. Now, I don't know how Dale Jr. wins all his restrictor plate races. It's a little easier over there, but here, it's different every lap. We literally have a different leader every lap, and it's just insane. Cameron Garlington going to lead lap number 13. We have ourselves 6 laps to go here at Talladega in race 2 of NRLOA IROC I. Adam Brown, Nathan Stapleton, Cameron Gaju, Tristan Walker on the inside. Here comes Adam Brown trying to get to the inside of Cameron Garlington. He's going to be able to do it heading into turn 3. Here comes Walker in the 11 to the inside. And hold on just 1 minute. Well, actually 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So Adam Brown now out front. We got ourselves Tristan Walker right behind him. And Max Titan on this inside lane. It is 5 laps to go here at Talladega. And still, any of the 12 drivers in the field can win this race. Any of them. You can't predict Talladega. You just can't. It's impossible. It's like predicting the NFL. You can't predict the NFL. You can't predict Talladega. Alonso to the inside, but it is still Adam Brown out front. Sometimes, very rarely, drivers can stay out for 2 laps at a time here at Talladega. That usually does not happen, though. We'll get maybe 3 or 4 lap runs for guys at Daytona, but here at Talladega, usually you only lead 1 lap and that's it. But Adam Brown was able to lead 2 of them there. But he just lost the lead to Hairgel, Arvin Alonso in the 2. It's 4 to go. It's actually 3.5 laps to go now. Here comes the pole sitter Jesse Turner. Here comes Austin Spencer to the inside, trying to make it 2 in a row here on NRLOA IROC I. The 11-time Napa fan winner, trying to extend his spot at number 1 in the all-time wins list to 12. But I don't think he's going to lead this lap. Here comes Stapleton in the 12 to the inside of Spencer. The Season 2 Turkey Hill Series champion is now out front. Here comes Cameron Gaju in the 3 on this inside. Roger Carruth, Cameron Garlington, and Tristan Walker. think the guy who is in last place is going to win this race. Here's Arvin Alonso. I call it right now. The guy who is in last place, 2.5 laps to go, will win. Let me see if I'm right. I don't know the outcome of this race. I don't, look and see what happens before I record. It's totally random. It's totally live. I don't know what happens when I'm recording each race. Here comes Rajah Caruth to the inside of Nathan Stapleton, the first champion this season and the latest champion here on Napa Fan. The Season 1 Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, Rajah Caruth, now out front. It's Cameron Garlington, Tyler Selzman, and Adam Brown on the inside. Let's see if I'm right about Alonso winning here. He is on this inside now with a great shot at getting out front. It is still Caruth out front right now. Adam Brown on this inside, and Jesse Turner back up front here at Talladega. It's going to be the white flag next time. Or this time, actually. My bad. Here comes Adam Brown to the inside of Rajah Caruth for the lead. Caruth will barely lead it at the white flag, but he will not win, getting stuck on that outside. Here comes Alonso. I said it with 2.5 laps to go when he was in last place that he was going to win this race. I might have called it too early. Actually, I might not have called it right. He might be getting this lead too early because here comes Eric Almenhart in the 4. Not only did he win the Season 1 Turkey Hill Series Championship, he won the NRLOA Big One. It will not be Alonso who gets this win. It's either going to be Almenhart or Austin Spencer. Are you kidding me? He's going to do it. No, he isn't. I'm sorry. Almenhart. And the number 4 is going to win here at Talladega. I thought Austin Spencer was going to be able to do it. He had the inside on Almenhart, but Almenhart closed the door on him, and Eric Almenhart wins the second race of NRLOA IROC I, but Austin Spencer will be the points leader exiting Talladega, and he is now the favorite to win this championship. We still have 2 races left to go. Anything is possible at Chicagoland and Indianapolis, but it is looking very good for the number 9 of Austin Spencer. But Eric Almenhart, he won here at Talladega. And that is 21 points towards the IROC Championship for him. So congratulations to Eric Almenhart for his win. Austin Spencer, Cameron Gaju, Nathan Stapleton, Arvin Alonso, Jesse Turner, Tristan Walker, Cameron Garlington, Adam Brown, Max Titan, Tyler Selzman, and Rajah Caruth. The full field here. Caruth led at the white flag, and he finished in 12th without even crashing. That is how random Talladega is. We pass so much that the guy who led at the white flag finished last. How in the world? I'm telling you, this track is crazy. I mean, this is almost a little too much. Now I kind of realize here at Talladega, you just pass way too much. But you know what? Who cares? It was a good race. It was an exciting race. And Eric Almenhart is the winner of Race 2 in NRLOA IROC I. So congratulations to Eric Almenhart on his win. Thank you guys very much for watching, and here are the points for NRLOA IROC I. I will see you guys later.